Alright guys, this is the new flip. So we got our dumpster in, mowed the lawn today. We got some rocks out here we're gonna have to do something with, bushes, ropes, all kinds of stuff. We gotta get good. How are you? Neighbor there, so I'll bring you inside real quick. And like I said, we've already started demo on this, so the carpets have already been tore up all throughout here. We found out once we got into this thing, you see we've got wainscot all around in here, and the reason why is because this place flooded. So you got a seam that's right here. They didn't bother to tape this. They just mudded it, so it cracked, of course. And then, I don't know who the plasterer was, but I don't think it was a professional. I don't know what they were trying to do with this, but this is what they did with it. It's just a mess. It's absolutely gross. So all of this is going to get skimmed out, just like we did in the other one. We're going to get rid of all this nasty swirl pattern, all this wainscoting will come down, and you got plaster up here. These people, they probably got prices from guys, and then once they got the prices, they realized, holy smokes, this is going to be expensive. So what they did is they hung drywall. That's not plasterboard, that's drywall. And then they've just got a seam right here that they tried to tape, and I'm guessing they couldn't do a good job. And as you've seen the other plaster that they, where they tried to swirl the stuff around, wasn't looking so good. So I think they just decided, well, easy way to fix that is just to cover it with this. So big backyard in this one. We got a fountain out there in the middle. That's a fountain where you see that hump. We're probably, we'll see what we do. We might go ahead and fix that, get the fountain back up and running. This sliding glass door is busted, so you see all the glass here in it. So that frame, that panel's broke. This panel will go away, and what we'll do is we'll reframe this up. We'll put a window in here. We're going to take out this doorway here. I'm pretty sure that this wall will go away. Not 100% sure about this one. I think we're going to keep this one, but I'm not positive. In here, I believe we're going to get rid of this wall. Here's what now you can see this. So this is what they did, and I know my drywall guys, they're just laughing at this because you don't use drywall on a plaster job. So obviously it doesn't look like pros did this. It looks like they just tried to fix it themselves. We think the issue was from up here. They have a pipe. You can see the pipe right here. That pipe runs up, attaches to there, and then we've got a tub sitting right there. So right there's the tub. Here's a toilet. This is a shower, or excuse me, that's another, is that the other toilet? This is the shower, bathtub, toilet. They got one going up there. I can't remember. They've got this thing so monkeyed up here with all these pipes going into one pipe. And then when they did this pipe right here, the big white one right here, is sticking below the ceiling. So you can see they went around here. I've done taking all the 2x4s off. But they tried to put a drop ceiling in here that was just two 2x4s thick so that they could hide that plumbing. And then they took their can lights. They got one here and there's one down here. They had those just attached to the side of a 2x4 with a screw, which really isn't how those go in, but you know, whatever. So we had James Bird came in here. He's the one that tore out all these floors, got all this junk out of here for us. Tore up a bunch of the other stuff. I really don't remember. Oh, the cabinets. He tore the cabinets down. Those are out in the dumpster. He mowed the lawn when he was here for us. Now it's been several weeks since he was here, so we came out today and Kenny's son KJ came in and he mowed the lawn there with the mower. We got a nice little garage out here, detached garage, pretty big. There's room for, I mean, we could make this into a mother-in-law suite if we wanted to. And we got some little funky stuff here. This thing's coming down. We've been joking about painting this, or James has been joking about, we're gonna paint that, fix it up. No, we're not. That's getting ripped out of here. The fireplace, James would like to put in one of the electric ones, so they're like, he did this in another house and it looked really cool because it had a remote control. It actually did have a heater in it that would blow the heat out for you, but it was like 4 or 5 feet long and maybe 2 feet tall. You could change the color of the flames. It was pretty cool. So we're thinking about doing something like that in this because this thing's pretty bad. So we're thinking about eliminating it altogether. Today we were tearing out that ceiling, getting that all taken down. And the reason I'm doing that is to get these pipes exposed. James is getting, all these pipes are going away. And this will all get repiped and redone correctly. You're not supposed to have that many things running into one. So we're just gonna fix it. Get the thing right and then you know, we'll go from there. So today we're tearing out cabinets, these cabinets, this cabinet. We got a small bathroom down here, real tiny. We got a little mirror, little weird shapes to it. But this whole thing's coming out. There won't be anything in here. It'll get all redone. This is our laundry room. It's where the washer and dryer hooks up. We'll be doing some more to this, fixing this up. Somebody put a pan in there that's way too big. Don't really need one that size. We'll clean all of this up. We're not sure what's going on here with the water. Once we get some of this sheetrock down, we'll see. But you can see they got water pipes running down around. I think they're running it off of the toilet in this bathroom right here because it's just right around the corner. So we think they've hooked into that to run the water for the washer and dryer. But I mean, like I said, once the sheetrock comes down, we'll know more. They got a little room up front here. So this is what I'm talking about with the paneling. And there you can see what they did with the sheetrock. So it's not plasterboard, it's drywall. And then they tried to mud it, and obviously they did pretty bad. And they realized they were doing bad, so they just decided to try to cover it up with this stuff. We got a little closet in here. We'll get this thing all cleaned up and put something in there. Not sure if we're keeping this wall. This was a 2-car garage. So at one time, these windows weren't here. You would drive your car right in. This was all garage floor, and it stops right here. And they would have probably had a door somewhere in this area. You'd open the door up and you'd come in through the back. So the issue is they removed this wall, and when they did not add any support up here. See, that's hollow. So I'm tapping up here, and it sounds hollow. It does not sound solid. So we're pretty sure there's no beam up here. And because there's no beam up here, the upstairs floor has sagged because there's a bunch of weight up there that's no longer being held by the wall that used to be here. And drywall guys will be able to see all this. You can tell that's a joint that they tried to fix and blend in that was right here on this edge. And the wall came right off from that. So we're gonna be putting in a beam, getting the upstairs floor back where it should be. And then this is what's left of the garage. It's just a little tiny one-car garage. Doesn't have a whole lot of space in it. Everything in here is bad. The sheetrock's horrible. Sheetrock's falling out of the ceiling here. They've got, we don't know what they were doing with that wood, if they were trying to hold the ceiling up or if they had something hanging from it, a bike rack. I mean, I have no clue. They got electrical wires exposed coming right out of the ceiling. Can't have that. Garage doors in horrible shape. This whole garage is probably going to end up getting redone. We've got a leak up here. And it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, no, you can see it right here. This is where it's causing the damage. So we do have water coming in the house. We're going to fix that. Once we get that all fixed up, we'll figure out what we're going to do out here in this garage, how far we're going to take it. But yeah, the leak is up there where the garage, old garage wall ran down. They did a terrible job. Somebody hung just plain old Durarock in here and tried to paint it. They're patching holes in the ceiling with pieces of plywood. They've got a really old stove sitting in here, and they left us some shelves, so we've got some scrap wood. And then I'll run you upstairs real quick. Here, KJ, and show you what we got up here. Kenny and KJ been up here. They're tearing stuff up. So we do have real hardwood floors up here, which is kind of nice, but in here is where our issue is. Right where it's dark, right through there's a huge dip in the floor. Like right here, huge dip in the floor. And it's because of that wall downstairs that they took out when they converted the garage. So when we put the beam back in, the beam's gonna be right underneath here. We'll jack that beam up higher. This floor will pop up, be sitting level. It'll be all fixed. Small closet in here. There's the dumpster. That thing is filling up fast. We have some new windows or semi-new windows. This one's semi-new. Not bad. It's terrible caulk jobs on them. They need to be fixed. This window we are replacing. You can barely see out of the doggone thing. Pretty bad. And then we've got the same issue we had in the other house. We've got some cracks in the ceiling here. Big cracks in the ceiling. This ceiling is let go. Same thing, we've got radiant heat. So these little dials right here is where your heat was. They got wires running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all the way across this thing, and that was your heat. I guess they didn't know it at the time, but plaster doesn't like heat. So by heating up this plaster over and over and over is what's caused these cracks. I can't remember the exact date of this house when it was built, but it was built prior to screw guns, so everything in here is just nailed off, and the nails have just simply let go. They've got everything nailed up, but with all the added weight that's on there, the nails just can't hold it. So that's why you see in the cracks, the sags. It's just the whole ceiling is just wanting to come down. So Kenny and I will do the same thing we did on the other one. We're going to take a dead man. We're going to run the dead man across here like this. We'll take our button screws, pop all of these back up. We'll pull everything up nice and tight, and then we'll slick out these ceilings, and it'll be fine. Bedroom number 2. Same thing in here. This, I think, was the son's room. He had a little issue with anger, kicking in doors. Just, yeah, I don't know. These weren't here when we were looking at the house to buy it. So I don't know if the kid got pissed because mom was selling the house or what, but yeah. I got some of this stuff, that's all coming down. Same thing in here, little small closet, terrible ass trim. Probably gonna remove all the trim. Most of the doors are coming. This one we're tossing because he done kicked it in. So we'll throw this door out. I think the rest of the doors, most of them are good. They're not, you know, in real bad shape. So we'll just take these down, sand them off. They'll get new hardware. Little towel closet in here. This is our upstairs bathroom. Again, they painted this one, so I don't know what was going on with that. This ceiling did not really come apart real bad. It's got one seam right here that we can see. It's got one of those junky ass bath fitter bathtubs in it. You can see we got some serious rot. So the thing, this is what happens with those bath fitter things. That's what stops your water, caulk. And your caulk doesn't last forever, so once it breaks down, water starts getting behind stuff and ruins everything. But these panels, they're like an 1/8 inch thick. This is not, when these people come to your house, bath fitter and whatnot, and they come and they tell you that they're redoing your bathroom, it's a huge Band-Aid. These things are not, this is not the greatest stuff. This does not do the same job as a fully tiled bathroom. So I'm not saying these inserts are bad, but they're not good, that's for sure. Shower head, but yeah, all of this is coming out. This entire tub, that whole backdrop, that all comes out. We'll fix all of this stuff, all this nasty, you know, junk that somebody did here. We'll fix all that. We'll get a new light fixture up in here. We'll take all these things down. We'll throw this thing out. Then this is bedroom number 3. Another big bedroom, good sized bedroom. Same thing here. We got the heat to the ceiling. Somebody busted that up. But this one is in pretty bad shape. We got cracks going all the way across here. You got a crack over here. There's one of the nails that just let go. You got a crack right there. Crack right next to that. So yeah, these ceilings, again, we'll do the same thing. Kenny and I will put our dead man, we'll pull these things all up, get them real close to the joist up above it, and then we will screw them in with the buttons. They'll hold in place. We got to take all these down. This is what they look like at the other house too, but if you look at the last video, you'll see how nice and clean they are. We'll pull these down, we'll sand them off, prime them, paint them. We got a small closet in here. Oh, no light switch either. All right, so we'll probably fix that. We'll probably put a light switch out here for that light. I don't know, we'll see. I guess they would call this a walk-in closet, although you're only walking in about 1 foot. They got some Austin Powers 3-inch shag carpet here. Yeah, baby. That'll be going, don't worry. And then over here, oh yeah, this is how mom kept her thing. This was locked. So I'm guessing that she did that so that the kids wouldn't keep turning this thing up, down, or whatever, but we're gonna remove that box, put on a new thing there. We'll get that all fixed. And then this is where Kenny and his son have started. So you can see the base molding's coming out. They got that tore out of there. So that's off all the way around. We got some Wayne's paneling, Wayne's coating in this room and some of it. We got a bath, or another walk-in closet here. Looks like they got the trim out of this one too. They got cables running. They got holes. They got all kinds of, I don't know what the hell they were doing, but this one will get gutted too. We'll get it fixed. We have to sand these floors, refinish them. And then this is, I guess, what you would call a master bathroom. Again, more garbage. But Kenny's already started cutting this. I don't know if you can see, but this has been cut all the way down it. He'll put a crowbar in behind there. He'll start peeling this stuff off and taking all this stuff down there. You can see he's been cut. He done cut all the way down this one. So that whole thing is cut. And he'll start pulling all these things down. KJ's running the stuff out to the dumpster for him. We got tile that's laid directly on plywood, so there's no Durarock, Wonderboard, any of that that's underneath here. And if you notice, virtually every tile in here is cracked or broken, and that is due to not putting this stuff on the Durarock. So the floor has been flexing because wood flexes, moves around, and that's what you end up with. A bunch of broken tiles in here. Not necessarily that big of a deal for us. All of this is coming out anyway. The sink, I don't know what the hell they got going with that, but that's coming out. There's an upstairs shot of the backyard here. It's a pretty good sized backyard. You can see that detached garage there. It's pretty good size. That window's good. This window's good. This is the other window. We're probably gonna have to replace this one. And then we got a jungle down below us here. All this stuff's got to be cut. We got bamboo. We got a tree that's growing out of our attic. That is, what kind is it, Kenny? Honeysuckle?
Honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle. So that's a honeysuckle, and it goes right up and is coming out of our attic. So we'll be doing a little something with that too. That's pretty much it, guys. Another place that's pretty much garbage, but we're going to turn it into a really nice place. They tried to do some crown molding here, and then this is how you can tell when it's not a pro doing it, because they didn't know how to make those corners. So they've got these little plug corners in each side, so they could just cut straight pieces of trim and just run them into the sides and clock them. So
They didn't know how to do it.
They didn't know how to do it. Kenny is correct. So that's pretty much the upstairs. Yeah, this one's nice. That's how we'll have all of them looking, is something like that. It's got a couple little spots on it, but we'll fix all that. And then take you back downstairs here. I think I showed you all the rooms. So we got all kinds of little stuff like that, but we'll get all this paneling down in here. We know it's garbage behind it because you can see the drywall right there. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. This sliding glass door we are keeping. So we will have one sliding glass door so you can get out the back, but that one that's over there on this side, we're gonna remove that. And we'll put in a window over here. This is a dining room, and it just seems kind of dumb to have a way to walk out of the house from your dining room. So we're just going to eliminate that, put in a window. That'll be good. I think we're going to take this wall down. There could be a section of that wall coming down, and I think we're taking this wall down too. We got to see, we've got the ductwork up here too, so you know, we got to be kind of careful with what we're doing, because we can't move that ductwork. That we're not going to mess with, and it runs all the way through the house. So it goes from there And then it also turns. So all of our vents come out of here. There's no vents in the floor in any of these rooms. So you get your vent out of there. And then when you're in this room, you get a vent right there. This room's got a vent right there. And they put a vent right there. And I'm not sure, there might be a vent over on this side too. No vent. And then, yeah, there's no vents in this room. This would have been the garage anyway at one time, so yeah, that's it. That's what we got. We got the tools to do the job though. We got our new locks on the doors. We got our cameras up. We have cameras up outside, and at the end of today there will be some cameras up inside. I haven't put them up yet, but I'll before we leave today I'll get those put up, and then we're off and running on it, guys. Off and running. So this is your standard here. This is what you get to look at to see what we started with. And you give us another, I don't know, this one's going to take a little, probably 2 months maybe. I don't know. I think we can have this done in like 2 months, 60 days, and I think we'll have this one done. So I'll shoot videos along the way so I can show you stuff and how we're doing the progress. And of course, when we get to the end, I'll shoot a big finale video so you get to see what we turn this thing into. But that's what we got for starts. Peace. Alright guys, this should be the final video on this house. We're about wrapped up with it here. We got our new fence up. Lots of new grass is growing. It's not all grown up yet, but you see we removed all the bushes that were up there. We got all this stuff is put in. Mulch the rocks. We mulched some rocks up here. Got the door all painted up nice and new. Run you in real quick here. We're just cleaning stuff out of here now, so I'm gonna pop my shoes off here. Boom. And then I'll run you upstairs real quick. So we carpeted the stairs. Just start here with bedroom 1. All done. Vacuumed. Everything's in. Looks good. We ended up replacing this door. We had some issues with it. The door was messed up. We tried to fix it. Didn't work. We tried to fix several of these doors. It's bedroom 2. This one's done. Same thing here. We ended up replacing the door over here. We had problems with it, so we got the little bath or closets done. Little rack up in there. That door I think was okay. You got your little hall closet here. Put your towels and stuff. Bathroom. This is the window we replaced when we got here. That shower stall covered the window. They had painted the window black, so when you looked at it from the outside, it looked kind of funny. Now you end up with a pretty good view of the backyard here. There's James out there cleaning off the paint roller. He's out here in the garage painting that, so I'll run you out there and let you see that real quick too. We got the fire pits in. We did some work on the fence over there. We got new fence over here. There's new fence going down the side there. We got our lights, boom. The countertop, vanity top. New toilet. Tile on the floor. Put up the towel rack. And then we got this bedroom here. Bedroom number 3. Look at this knockdown, guys. Ooh-wee. That stuff looks good. Got it up on the ceiling too. Yeah, we did that in every room. Got a walk-in closet here. Boom, just a little pull string light in this one. So there, we put up some racks in here. I think we ended up replacing this door also. That one was a headache. And then the other one that we had issues with was this one here. But we got this fixed, working fine. The only thing we need to do is we got a couple of nails that need to go in right there. And then that's good. So we'll put those on. We got a little walk-in closet on this. Same thing as what I just showed you, little pull string in here, boom. And then we got the racks going all the way around in here. So that's done. We ended up replacing this door also. We had troubles with it, but we replaced that window. We also replaced the window down there in bedroom number 2. And then this is the master bath here. We got that all in. We used to have a wall up there. We took that out. New floor plan, or shower pan. New tile on the floor. Same thing, vanity, new toilet, new lights, towel rack there. So knock down. This is all done. We got this, and this comes with remote, so I can turn the lights off, turn the lights on, turn the fan on, turn the fan off, turn the light off. Crown up here, we did leave that, touched it up, fixed it up, got it looking good. Oh, we did do, this had a piece of plywood in it. I hate when they do that. It really doesn't look that good. So that's a piece of sheetrock, and as you can see, it's got knocked down on it, so it matches the rest of the ceiling. That's pretty much everything up here, guys. I'll run you down here real quick. I'll run you through. We still have stuff in here. James, this is all that's left. James is taking his stuff out. And then there's a final cleaning. We got the new fan up here, blinds, the new trim on all the windows, new base trim everywhere. If you see the first video, there used to be a wall right here. We removed that wall there. And then we also had a wall that was right here. Going across, we removed all of that. We did all the touch-ups in here, got everything done. New light fixtures, new sliding door there. We've got the new appliances, so you got the new refrigerator here. Boom. Nice refrigerator. We got the new dishwasher, the new microwave, the new stove. James got the backsplash in. We got one wire sticking here. What that is we had planned on under cabinet lighting, which we do have, but if you see the light there, the light, they're sized, and we couldn't get one that fits this little tiny space. So we're still working on what we're going to do with that, but there will be a light there. We just got to get it figured out. We installed pantry, downstairs bathroom, there, we got light, everything in there is done. New toilet, new vanity, little mirror up here. We did the knockdown in here as well, so everything got knocked down. This is the only thing that's left. We need a cover on that. Let's turn this back off. The countertops, you can see, came out really nice. I'm not a huge fan of this black, but I know a lot of people are. So, you know, I'm not saying it's bad, because it's not bad. It's just, it's not my preference. I prefer a little more contrast and some colors in it, but it looks good in here. It fits. So, like I said, I'm not saying anything bad about it. Let me turn the fireplace on for you guys real quick. There's the fireplace up and running. You can change a lot of this stuff. Let's see here. There's the fire. Oh, look at that. We'll change the rocks. That's pretty cool looking. Purple. There you go, Min. This is probably how Mindy would have it set in our house. Something like that right there. It blows heat out. Where's the screen? There it is. So you turn that like so, and she's blowing heat right out of that vent right there. Very cool. Yeah, I really like that thing. Came out great. When you see the old fireplace, you'll probably agree. We do have some wood out in the garage. I'll probably give you a shot of that while I'm out there. We've got some slabs that I brought from the house, and we may end up doing some floating shelves down here and down here. Not positive yet, but it's a possibility. We got the new laundry room. We did this. We got a little leftover flooring there, but this is where the wash will go with your water hookups. Dryer, we got the dryer vent. That goes out to the front of the house. And then we got the 5th bedroom, or, I mean, this is kind of a nursery, if you ask me. It's a really small room, but it'd make a great office or a nursery. Got a little fan that we put up in here. We didn't want to put a big one because it would get in the way of this door. Big fan would be in the way. We'd end up hitting it. This door jamb, extremely wide, but we did get it where everything works. So there's no problems with that. Door opens and closes real nice. And then we went ahead and did a barn door in here, which we like this too. Thought it came out really good. So it goes like that, and then, you know, just opens up with the on the roller. Boink. And then we did put the water heater is in here now, all hooked up, put it up on a stand. The dryer vent runs right down through this and goes out of the house, so it's enclosed, you don't see it. We do got a rack there that needs to go up, and then that's all done. And then I'll show you real quick here the garage. So garage completely redone. Got some good light up in here. Boom, 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 boom. The only thing that needs to be done out here is this garage door needs to be replaced. It's junk, it's completely ruined. And it's just something that I don't think that we can really, we don't have a lot of experience with garage doors, so we're not really interested in tackling that. The only thing left is to get the rest of this stuff out of here that you see, which is very little stuff. That's the stump we took out of the front yard there. I'm cutting that into slabs, You can see I got a cut in there right there already, where it went down. So we'll cut that into slabs. I'll probably make some tables out of that. So that's everything in here, all done. New panel box, all fixed. And then the last thing would be that outside garage, which I gotta come over here and get my shoes real quick. Grab them. All right, we'll come over here. Oh, I gotta throw my shoes on here, hang on. 1 second, I'll throw my shoes on. Oh, man. So we'll get those on. I'll run out there real quick. I'll show you what James is doing out there. And then we're moving on to our next house. James already picked it up. So we'll be going probably in the next week or two, getting started on that. We'll get that all done, and hopefully we'll have another one after that. So I'll just run you out here real quick, show you what we did out here. Did a little work on this thing, the fence. You can see the gate. We put a little string on here. You pull the string, opens right on up, takes you right on out, closes up nice. And then James is painting this, but I'll show you real quick. Tried to paint the door, and the door condensated, so it's really hard for you to see, but there's water in here. It should have looked like that, but because it's cold at night, this is a metal door, it's condensating. The door, it's actually wet right now. He painted that yesterday, but it's wet. So, and then he also had issues with the wall because we think they smoked in here. And there was some really bad, we think it was nicotine, we're not sure. You can kind of see the top there, how it's a little discolored. It's not really white like what he's painted. So he's done this 3 or 4 times now. 2 coats of primer, a coat of paint, and now he's got stain blocker that he's putting on here, trying to get it to cover this stuff. It did a lot better. It's not 100%. But it is a garage, so. And then if this doesn't work, if when this dries, if it's bleeding through, he has another idea in which he'll be trying some pencil lead gray paint to try to hide all of the what we think is nicotine. We're not sure that it is nicotine, but there's something bleeding through this. We know they smoked in here. Here's a spot where you can kind of see it. So we're getting stuff like this, it just keeps bleeding through. Doesn't matter how much paint he puts on here, doesn't matter how many layers he's putting on here, it just kind of bleeds through a little bit. And you end up seeing that stuff, and James don't like it. He wants that stuff to go away, so I don't know, we'll see. Once this dries, if it bleeds through again, he'll hit it with that gray paint, and hopefully that'll hide it and get it all gone. So, and then all the grass that's planted, there's grass planted everywhere out here. The fence up to there, fence over there. We tore fencing down in the back, tried to fix stuff up, put up the fire pit. You can see we burned like crazy in that thing. I can't tell you how much stuff we burned in there, but. And then cleaned up the side of the house here. If you've seen any of the first videos, you couldn't even walk over here. This whole thing, it was just, this whole thing was like a trash pile back here, but we got it all cleaned out, got grass growing in it, fixed all of this. All kinds of work, But we did end up getting it start to finish. It's all done, it looks good. Got some new lights out here. So basically, all I got left to do is a final cleanup here, and that's about it. We got to clean up and get our stuff out of here and get to the next house. So there you go, guys. This is the finished product. I'm going to try to attach the first video of this so you get a chance to see the dramatic change, and hopefully everybody likes it. And we'll be shooting some more videos when we move on to the next one. I know I shot a video the other day, or last week, when we had that ceiling all cut out. And so you can see I put the ceiling back. You can't even hardly tell. I mean, you got to get right up on it to see it. So it's fixed.